Welcome to H2M series on emerging contaminant issues. In the next several videos, we will focus on our recent experience with the now codified MCL for 1,4-dioxane. The series begins with an introduction to the regulatory regime that's brought us here, given by our own Paul Ponturo, our water quality expert and a former Suffolk County Health Department official. We'll then get to hear from James Neary, H2M's water discipline leader, who has led the effort to employ innovative treatment approaches to solving the unique problems of each of our clients in the most cost-effective manner possible. I hope you find these videos informative and that they answer questions you might have about an issue with your own system. Please enjoy the videos.
My name is Paul Ponturo. I'm a licensed professional engineer in New York State and a former Suffolk County Department of Health Services regulator. As many of you know, in 1974, the Federal Safe Drinking Water Act was enacted. Since then, complemented by a number of state regulations, including Part 5 of the New York State Sanitary Code, a total of approximately 90 contaminants are now regulated in drinking water. These regulations have evolved to protect public health and to ensure that the water we drink, bathe, and cook with is safe. In recent years, several unregulated contaminants has dominated the water industry's attention. These are commonly referred to as emerging contaminants. Among the emerging contaminants most commonly discussed are 1,4-dioxane, a group of perfluorinated compounds known as PFASs, and perchlorate. 1,4-dioxane is an industrial chemical solvent known to pose cancer risks to workers in industrial settings. The New York State Health Department has developed a drinking water standard for 1,4-dioxane at 1 part per billion. That's the equivalent of 1/2 of a teaspoon of 1,4-dioxane in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, or PFASs, are a large group of chemicals that include PFOS, PFOA, GenX, and many other compounds. PFOS and PFOA are among the most studied of this group of chemicals, and New York State Department of Health has set drinking water standards at 10 parts per trillion for each of these contaminants. For perchlorate, recently the EPA made the decision not to regulate this chemical, leaving states across the country to develop their own approaches to regulating this chemical in drinking water. For now, let's focus on 1,4-dioxane. James Neary, our Water Discipline Director, will lead you through our technical approach.
My name is James Neary. I'm Senior Vice President of the Water Resources Group here at H2M. H2M employs over 60 water professionals, including hydrogeologists, chemical engineers, electrical, plumbing, and mechanical engineers to solve the dioxane problem for many of our water clients. The Water Resources Group was able to leverage the other expertise that H2M brings to their clients, including architectural, structural, electrical, and site civil groups from not only our corporate offices here in Melville, from our other regional offices in the tri-state region as well. H2M has been serving the water industry on Long Island and the tri-state region for over 85 years. Some of our clients go back to the 30s and have been our clients continuously since that time. H2M serves as engineer of record for many water districts and water providers in the tri-state region. Additionally, we are special projects engineer for a number of other water districts, allowing H2M to serve the multitude of clients and their needs throughout the region. This problem of 1,4-dioxane goes back almost a half-decade, with UCMR regulations identifying the first detects showing up in Long Island wells. Over that time, H2M has been involved with numerous different pilot studies and initiatives to truly understand this problem. Our long-lasting relationship with our clients gives us the understanding to recognize the needs that our clients would have when this regulation was imposed. Almost 2.5 years ago, H2M assembled a specialty team here in Melville to come up with the various approaches, technologies, and teams that were going to be needed to get ahead of this problem. Our clients then relied on us to develop the solutions necessary to bring them to where they are today in advance of the regulation being established by New York State. Over this half-decade of experience, H2M has tested numerous technologies that the market has indicated would work for 1,4-dioxane. We have developed the experience to understand what does and what doesn't work for dioxane in groundwater and other treatment technologies that would be required to make this a successful program. Out of the pilots, H2M developed a technology that we felt was most appropriate for the Long Island region. From this, we assembled a team of mechanical and chemical engineers that developed a two-pronged approach. The first approach was developing short-term, interim treatment technologies that could be rapidly deployed in advance of New York State DOH regulations being imposed. And then it would be followed up by a longer-term strategy that would develop treatment plants that were designed for the long life cycle that municipal treatment facilities are required to maintain. Over the last half-decade, H2M has completed over 40 pilots, ranging in different technologies from biological treatment to various types of wavelength light mixed with various chemicals that had the potential to treat the 1,4-dioxane. As 1,4-dioxane and perfluorinated compounds are added to the ever-growing list of contaminants EPA and local government are concerned with, the lessons learned by H2M in treating these emerging contaminants can be applied to municipalities and water systems that will struggle to keep ahead of this ever-changing dynamic around the country. We hope you find the upcoming videos useful and informative. And please keep in mind, should you need any additional information, you can reach out to myself or Jim Roberts, and we'll be happy to assist you with your needs.